What's up guys, welcome back to Daniel Talks Football right here on YouTube. I am Daniel and we are back with another video. In this video we're going to be reacting to the England versus Wales game. England have qualified for the round of 16 whereas Wales have been knocked out, and in this video we are going to be discussing the game and much more. Before I do get into the video, I need to ask you to like the video, comment down below and also subscribe to the channel. There's lots of content coming out at the moment, so please do hit that big red button. Also go over and follow the Instagram and the TikTok, Daniel Talks Football on both. Right, England have qualified for the round of 16 and they did this by a very good 3-0 win versus Wales. Rashford scored an excellent free kick in this one before England doubled that lead very quickly. I think it was within a minute or two of the first goal going in. The lads then went on to score a third goal through Marcus Rashford again, with Phil Foden obviously getting the second. Rashford was excellent in this game. I thought he was making forward runs constantly. That was something that we were missing during the US game. Rashford really wanted to progress the football forward, move the ball forward. He wasn't happy with just playing it on the back. He was happy to drop deep, pick up the ball and progress with it. He was also making runs in behind defenders. I mean, for that first chance in whatever minute it actually was, he made that really good run through the defence, and then obviously the keeper managed to handle it well, and Danny Ward. But I thought he was really good. Obviously there was a quality free kick in here from Marcus Rashford as well, going into the corner. Could Danny Ward have done better with that one? Absolutely. But I thought Rashford was excellent in this one. 2 goals, and surely he has to start versus Senegal. I mean, he just looked excellent. So yeah, I think he's got to start. Phillips, when he came on, I also thought he was really good. He looks like a player that we're going to want to start playing more and more. I'm not quite sure what the midfield is going to look like for that Senegal game. It looks like Southgate's happy playing this 4-2-3-1 formation because of a tactical change he's made, which I'm going to move into in a second. But he's got Henderson, he's got Phillips, he's got Rice, and he's got Bellingham. All players that can play in that too. I feel like you can play Bellingham obviously as that attacking midfielder as he did in this game, but I'm not particularly a fan of that. I feel like if Bellingham is playing in that attacking mid role, you're looking more as a 4-3-3, because Bellingham is going to kind of drop into that centre mid role more. Maybe a 4-2-1-2-1. If I am yawning, I apologise. I've been up for about 5 minutes. I thought Phillips looked really good in this game and obviously did get the assist for Rashford's second. He's going to be needed to start the tournament. He's a very good outlet to bring on to replace Declan Rice. They're fairly similar players-ish. And yeah, I thought it was really good. So fair play to Phillips. I mentioned there about a tactical change that Southgate made during this game, and he actually did this through Kyle Walker. Now, Kyle Walker obviously played his first England game of the tournament, and he wasn't particularly playing as a right back. He was playing as an inverted right back. During certain phases of play, he was sort of moving inside as an inverted midfielder to go and play alongside Rice and Henderson. So we were kind of Shaw was obviously going up. You kind of had the 2 centre backs, and then you were kind of playing with like a 2 and a 3 before you then got on to Bellingham and Rashford and Foden and Kane. I thought he looked really good in this role actually. Walker did impress me a lot. Obviously a different role for him. He was truly excellent tonight. And this could be a way where Southgate feels confident enough not to have to play that back 3. Obviously Walker can play as a wide centre back. So playing him in games like this, if you're playing, I don't really know who could fit in at right wing back at times, but he offers that versatility. And for me, he has to start throughout the rest of the tournament because he offers that versatility now in a DM role, inverting there. He's obviously a great right back and can play as a right centre back as well. I thought it looked really good in this game. So fair play to Southgate for trying something new there, and fair play to Walker. Stones, I thought again excellent on the ball. Was happy to move it forward, as was Harry Maguire. Both centre backs tonight were excellent. Obviously Stones just outstanding as normal. Nothing to really pick out from him, and that's what you want to be looking at for a centre back. Maguire, I remember he made that that mazy run forward before, the shot went out for a corner. But again, trying to progress the ball forward, trying to make something happen, and I like that. So fair play to those two lads. I do need to give a couple of negatives. We looked really slow in that first half. There weren't many chances at all. I mean, there was the Rashford chance, but apart from that, you were going into half-time kind of thinking, we should be fine. It felt different than the USA game, for sure. We should be fine. But we were fairly slow moving with it, so that's something the lads may need to look at. Shaw also looked quite tired in this one, and I'm not gonna slate him for that, because after the game, obviously, we did see that David Ornstein came out and sort of spoke on the fact that Luke Shaw actually lost his grandma, and Southgate offered him time off, but Shaw said no, I want to help the side. So that was, I think that was just before the first game. So I'm not going to berate Shaw. He did look fairly slow, fairly fatigued, but I think that could be a mix of a lot of football played this season, as well as the stuff going on with his grandma. So yeah, sure. I hope everything's okay. Back to positives now. 9 goals and 2 clean sheets in our first 3 group games. I think I was fairly harsh on the lads after the USA game, and I think that's fair. We were really poor, and there was reason to sort of worry because we didn't have much at all. Yet you look at it now, and we've scored 9 goals in this group, which is a very good amount of goals. 2 clean sheets. The thing is, obviously, now we're going into knockout football, and that's 1 game per 1. So if we're going to be playing like we did versus the US in a game, then we could be out before we get the chance to show these other results again. But yeah, 9 goals and 2 clean sheets in the group stage. Something we're very happy with. 7 points, happy to progress with that. We finished the game off very well. As soon as we got that first goal through Rashford, it was not long. It was a minute until then Phil Foden. I'd barely stopped celebrating before Phil Foden went to score another one. So that's big, obviously, from the lads, and that's important that they did manage to finish it off well. Just to quickly touch on Wales, I just didn't think they were good enough. I thought there was I've said it before, but this side does need to start refreshing. I wonder if the Nico Williams change did impact them a bit, but I didn't think Danny Ward wasn't excellent. And the key players in this side, people like Joe Allen, people like Aaron Ramsey, people like Gareth Bale, these lads are going to be mid-30s or even starting to get to late 30s. By the next tournament. So these are players you're going to need to start looking to sort of refresh. And there were some good young players coming to the side. You've got people like Roden, people like Ampadu, people like Nico Williams. Kiefer Moore might even need refreshing as well. So it's going to be a process to refresh this Wales squad, because the side that's done really well in past tournaments, got to semi-finals of tournaments, that's now starting to age, so they are going to need to refresh the squad. But yeah, it'll be an interesting process to see if Wales can do that. England, Senegal in the next round. I fancy your chances. I think the Senegalese side is good, and they played very well versus Ecuador. I watched that game, and I thought they were good. But I do fancy your chances. You're gonna have to wait until my prediction video to see what I say. But yeah, I think we can do well, and with no Mane for that Senegal side as well, that puts us at a massive advantage. But yeah, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope I haven't been rambling too much. So I literally just woke up. But yeah, thank you all for watching it, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. See ya!